Well, this step that we are going to do now is a very fun process and is to generate images with artificial intelligence. I have tried several pages, but without a doubt, the one I like the most is FreePic.ai, so we are going to enter this one and we are going to generate it. Are you going to ask us to register? The easiest thing is to do it with the Google account. Do we choose an account? And we're already inside before explaining how the FreePic interface works. There, I want to tell you a very important thing, and it is about this 20. This means that in the free plan, FreePic gives us 20 credits to generate 20 images, which at first glance seems like a lot. But if you are going to make a lot of videos, and you are going to throw a lot of artificial intelligence with 20 credits, you are not going to have anything, because then if you want to scale it to a better resolution, instead of costing 1 credit, that photo can go up to 70 or 100 or more, depending if we want it in 4K or 2K. So one thing that I recommend, if you can afford it of course, is to come here to get a plan and look at this 5.5, which is the basic one. It is the one I have, and I'm not advertising or anything, but I really recommend that if you are going to use a lot of artificial intelligence images, get one of these plans. With this 5, they give us 84,000 credits a year, which I have already had for a month or more. Downloading images, and I will have spent about 5,000, so I think I will be able to spend the year with these credits. Then there are also other post 10 out of 22 plans that here give you more than half 1,000 credits, which are more than half 1,000 images, and as many other advantages. But hey, as I tell you, this Auto 5S is more than enough to generate your own images and edit your own videos. Now I have entered with the payment account I have. I'm going to give it here to generate and see where I previously put a 20 in a free account. Now I have 78771 credits, but as I tell you, I have been downloading images for more than a month now. Here in the history, we can see all the ones we have downloaded. But I'm not going to show them all because there are a lot of them. So we're going to come here to creations. Look, on one side we have this dialog box, which is where we have to write the prompts. Then below here we have the style we want to give to the image. For example, Photo Cartoon 3D Vector Sketch. That this one is very cool. On the other hand, we have color. Colors like this, cold, warmer. Then here in camera, we can choose the position of this. For example, full body, a higher angle. First person panoramic portrait. Anyway, it's just trying. And seeing all the possibilities that the program offers, lighting, cold lighting, warm lighting. Well, I don't know. Look at this one, which is cyberpunk style, for example. And then here we have format 11, which is a square image, the portrait. Then here 9/16, which is in vertical format. Like these we are seeing here, in case we want to generate images for search reels. And then we have the full HD, the 9:16, which is the same as this one, but in horizontal. And well, that's the most interesting thing. I think we have already seen it now in this dialog box. Well, let's write a prompt. I'm going to show you. Look, here I have my creations. I'm going to show you how I generated all these images for the video we have seen in the example. For example, here the 1 of 10 Bezos, and in 2K21048 by 2048, I am going to tell you the process that I have followed and the prompts that I have used to create these images. Here we have 10 Bezos that this image is going to go in the scene he talks about. He kept working on the rig when his lawyer told him not to call him a corpse because it sounded like a corpse. Then we are going to crop this image, and in After Effects, we are going to animate this finger with the puppet pin tool, making the gesture of no. But hey, I'm getting quite ahead of myself. For now, I am going to tell you the fronts that I have used to generate these images. Here we have their thinking, and see what quality and what level of detail Here I told you only 2 people. I don't know why this lady appeared from behind. But hey, since we are going to trim these characters, then in Photoshop, we have no problem with that. And he was there in the last scene. We deploy here, and we're going to come to the image generator, and we're going to write the first prompt. I'm going to help myself with this deep translate page, which is going quite well, and I'm going to write here, Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, is standing, looking ahead and wearing a businessman's suit, for example. It occurs to me now we copy. Here we make sure it is in English. We copy and we come to the generator. And here with Control Fib we paste it. And since it is an image of 10 kisses in which he is standing, well, the first thing we are going to do is choose this format, 9:16. Then what else around here? The style. Well, this one that says photo, the color as we have seen on the mood board when we write Amazon, truck, Amazon, uniform, or things related to Amazon. Almost always the color that stands out the most is blue. So we are going to choose this one called Coneon, for example, is okay here in the camera. We want it to be full body. And the lighting, because the one we had activated we closed and left it as it comes by default. And now we are going to give it to generate or create, better said. And look here, I have already been charged 4 more credits and another 4 that it has generated for me down here. We have to be careful with this, because if we continue scrolling, watching continues to charge us credits and generate images. And maybe we don't know it, and we're doing here scroll in 10 minutes until we find an image we like, so you have to be careful with that. I like this one here. When you are satisfied with the image, or if you want images related to this, we give more like this here, and it will generate similar ones for us. But hey, I think I'm doing quite well with this one. We give it here to go back, and in this icon, we can either download it in these dimensions, 768 by 1344, or by clicking on this icon in the one to scale and add details with artificial intelligence. This is not the one I have generated previously. We have it here. In the resolution, we are going to put 2Ks. And notice, if we want it in 2K, it will charge us 72 credits. We click on this tab, and here it says that the image is in progress, that we can close the page and come back later. Here we have it. See what level of detail. The truth is, this is incredible. If we want to download this image, we click on this icon and we already have it. And to check that it is in 4K, we right-click and Details, and here we have it, 2048 high. Okay, well, I'm going to show you the process that I followed to create all the images that I used in the video. We come back to the image generator, and now here we are going to change the prompt. Here we are going to write well. We come first here to deep translate, although if you know how to write in English, perfect. But I'm going to help myself with the translator. I'm going to put Jeff Bezos is standing reading a book. Okay. Here, I don't know why he changed me to German, which I'm going to put in English. And we copy this phrase and come to the generator. I'm not going to change the styles. I'm going to try to always keep it the same in all photographs so that the video later has visual coherence, graphic. Okay? Well, we give it to generate, and we hope we will keep an eye here. Being careful not to scroll too much, because we eat the credits, but this isn't very close to what I want. Well, maybe I will continue writing here. At prom, I'm going to write full body representation. And also background. It's neutral, so it doesn't generate so much detail for us. And here, in the camera, let's see that it is in full body. Okay, perfect, and create. Well, this is getting pretty close to what I want. In fact, I like this one. I like this one a lot. So if we have to generate more like this one, we are going to go directly to the one of escalating and adding details with the artificial intelligence that we have already seen, that it costs us 72 credits to do it in 2K. Or if you want it like that, we can download it directly. But if you want it in high quality, we click on this icon, and here we choose 2Ks. We give it to Upscale and wait for it to generate it for us. I'm not going to do it this time because I already have that image here, that of Jeff Bezos reading a book. I already have it here, so I'm not going to generate it again. We come back to the image generator, and we are going to write another different prompt. Now we are going to put here in DeepL Translate. Let's write Let's leave it like that again. I don't know why he changed it to German, but hey. Now we copy this prom and back to the Control-Y image generator, we leave all the styles as they are and let it be created. Well, these here are quite close to what I'm looking for. Even this one here is also what happens. I don't want there to be people or details behind it because we are also going to cut it out. We don't want too much detail. So let's put here the background list neutral. Create. I think this one here can serve perfectly for what we want. Even this one too. What happened? I don't really like the jacket this one here is wearing. I like it. Be careful with scrolling because we eat the credits. Okay? Well. When you are clear about the same thing as before, you can download it directly. Or here in this icon, we can scale it up to 2K, taking into account that it is going to cost us 72 credits. I'm not going to do it because I already have that image here. Okay? Again, we come to the image generator and we are going to change the prom. Now, for example, let's put here at Deep Translate an elderly couple, a man and a woman dressed in formal business attire are just standing and staring. Staring at the front. Okay. We copy this prom and come here to the generator to see what it gives us back. But now I do want to change the format. I'm going to leave it in 1.1 square format. Let's create it and wait. Here it is returning us interesting images with blue tones, like the ones we want. I'm going to put the background thing back because I don't want so much background detail. Great. Let's see if we can find one that suits what we want. I don't want the whole body to be seen. I want it more or less like this couple here. So we are going to come here to camera, and from full body we are going to change to mid shot to medium shot. And we give it to create OK look. This one here can serve us perfectly. Then we have to Photoshop it. Let's see if there's another one. We can also give him more like this. I'm looking for more because I don't want you to know that later. When cutting here, we remove this piece, for example, from the man's sleeve. So what I want is for them to be apart, even 1 millimeter, so I can do the trimming well. Okay, this one here is perfect. Look at what's happening. He's not looking at the camera. We already have another dilemma. This one here is valid later. In any case, this part here we can fill in with artificial intelligence. So when you already have the image, that it fits what you want, we give the same to this icon to scale and add details with artificial intelligence, or directly download it in HD. But here we can do it in 2K. Well, we come back to the image generator and go with another prompt. We eliminated this and now here in Deep Translate. Let's write something else. Jeff Bezos, young. Jeff Bezos, young, sitting in front of the computer, sitting in front of an old computer. Better point the image. This profile view is typing on the keyboard and looking at the screen. I do want a background here. In the background you can see a bookshelf with books. Okay, here I do want a background, because although we are going to crop it to separate it from the background and create the parallax effect, I wanted to give the feeling that it is in the garage of his house, where he had so many books. We copy the prompt, we come to the generator, and Control-V here the style. The color we are going to put, well, we're going to leave it like this in Neon Cabbage. The camera, we are going to deactivate this, and I am going to change the format here. Here I am going to do it Full HD in horizontal format 16. And we are going to wait to see what it gives us back. Okay? I like just what I'm looking for. Well, I think he's here, or whoever's up here. Let's see if there are any more that can help us see this one. Not this one. Not this one. Maybe it's okay. Well, for example, this one. Here is what we have said before. When you are satisfied with the image, we either download it or improve it and do it in 2K to add detail and quality. That also depends on everyone. I'm an image. Let's see, I have it here. Okay? Yes, here I have it. But then in Photoshop, because I look at you here, I look at this part of the computer doesn't exist, it doesn't have information, and neither does the SIA. So then in Photoshop, with the generative fill, we are going to create all those details, and we are also going to crop it to separate the one from the background. Come on, let's come back to image generator. We delete this prom. And let's write now. 10 kisses looking ahead. And with money in hand, for example. We copy. And here with Control-V we paste it. And the style. And we leave everything as it is. But we are going to change the format. Are we going to do it? Well, square, come on. Well, any one of these can get us what happens. I'm going to put it here in the background, although we're going to cut it out later. Background is neutral. Well, no. I'm not going to write it to you. I'm going to leave it like that. This one here can serve us perfectly. I also like what happens. Looks like he's not looking at the camera. This one here is perfect. Okay? Well, when you already have the same thing, you either download it or scale it and add details with artificial intelligence in 2K. And climb that image, I have to see, here I have it. See what level of detail. As I said at the beginning, don't worry if you can't generate all these images for whatever reason. That you can't hire the plan or that the inspiration doesn't come to you. Don't worry because I'm going to leave you all the files. You can practice and follow the whole process with me, so don't worry. We come back to the image generator and we're going to remove this prom and we're going to write another one, for example, that of your lawyer. When he tells you not to give it that name, we come to the translator. Let's copy this prompt and see what the artificial intelligence gives us back here if we want, because we can change the colorization. Since it will be another scene, we're going to put it on. For example, DivTil is worth creating. Well, I don't see any here. Well, this one seems to be making the gesture of no. With the debtor, I'm going to continue writing here in the background pro. The background is neutral. And in the camera, we're going to choose to see a medium shot. Then angle panoramic mix hot. Come this create, hey, this is already pretty close to what we want. Well, it started to twist. It started well, but it started to twist. Let's do one thing. Here in the color, I'm going to remove the diptyl and I'm going to leave it in neon cabbage as I was creating again. Well, it's getting a little closer around here. I might like this one too. Be careful with scrolling, we eat the credits. This one here is quite good. Since then, we're just going to pamper our finger. I think this one can serve us perfectly. If you like this image, then download it as always. We will send it to you to make it in 2K. We will scale it and wait a moment. I'm not going to do it because I already have that image here. Look here at the lawyer. There I have it. Come on. And finally, we are going to create another image, which is that of Jeff Bezos. We copy this pro, and since this image that we are going to generate now is going to go with that of the lawyer, well, we are going to leave it the same style. So with Ctrl V, we paste this pro here and leave everything as it is. We give you to create. Good looking here. Now we are going to use this option. We are going to let him do more like this. I don't know if he has paid much attention to me. Okay, yes, this one here may be fine, but I'm going to come here to camera and I'm going to deactivate the medium plane option. I'm going to give you create again. This may be fine. What happens? The color, the style, the photo, the color. We have activated with neon, and we are going to put deep teal to see now. This one may look good. What happens is that it lacks a lot of body, so we are going to continue looking for this one here. Well, this one might be worth it. We give more like this, see what it brings back. I think that here at the prom, in what we have put with one hand on his chin and the other cross, I am going to take this other cross off from him, standing with one hand on his chin. I'm going to copy the prom again, and we'll paste it again. Let's see now, this is based on trial and error. I think we are very close to this one here, whether he was looking at the camera or not, or just like his gaze is a little lost, like he is thoughtful. This one here may be useful to us, but just in case we are going to look for some more. This may be worth it too. And well, we are not going to spend more credits because we already have a few here that can serve us perfectly. For example, this one is going to serve us perfectly. So you already know. Download it and send it to you to scale and improve details with artificial intelligence in 2K. If you want, and I have that image here. Let's see it down here. Here I have Jeff's, thinking it's another colorization. But hey, you can play with the different settings until you find a result that you like. We already have all the images generated, and we are going to move on to the next phase. Now in Photoshop, we are going to crop them, and some with generative fill, we are going to add even more details.